Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this live broadcast. Donald Trump was inaugurated just over 24 hours ago, and he released the KRAKEN. This is not like his first term where he came in friendly, nice to everybody. No, he's in beast mode. He's focused. He's locked in. This time, he knows who the crooks are. He knows who the swamp is and what it is and what's behind it. He understands that the World Health Organization is our enemy, that the Green New Deal is our enemy. Last time, Trump actually paid money to the World Health Organization. This time, his very first thing to do was get us out of the World Health Organization, the Green New Scam deal, and many, many more. We're going to go through some of the things he did. I'm going to cover the reaction of the media. Globalists are losing their marbles. They thought maybe they can try to be kind to him and he will relax. Trump's not relaxed. Trump, I've never seen him this focused and just go in with a sledgehammer. Do you know that the big portrait of Mark Milley, the disgraced General Mark Milley, the 4-star general that was put up in the Pentagon by Joe Biden just a couple months ago, Trump's very first act was to tear it down? Do you know that the border is already secure and the military is building the fence? Did you know that more than 20 illegal migrant hotels nationwide were raided overnight? Trump's not playing games. Yes, revenge tour. We are on a revenge tour. No more playing games. We're not giving them an inch. We're not friendly anymore. You give them an inch, they steal the nation. Not going to happen anymore. As soon as you're in, please smash that thumbs up button. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notification buttons on. And please leave a comment. How's your day going? How is everything? And where are you watching me from? When it comes to Fauci, guess what? His pardon is not going to work, because he's going to be investigated what he did when he was in China when it comes to the Wuhan lab. Listen to this. The pardon only covers him within the United States, like if he lied to Congress. But if he flew to Wuhan, China lab, because your pardon only covers you within the United States boundaries. But if you were doing something that you knew could harm Americans while you were overseas, this pardon means nothing. So if they're able to prove that he flew to Wuhan to the lab, he partook, he knew what's happening, and he funded it, the pardon doesn't cover him. The pardon only covers him lying to Congress and things he could have said on media while he was in the United States. But whatever he did while outside of the United States in relation to the COVID jab, to all the stuff, doesn't cover it. One more thing before I start going down the list. Every United States military personnel that was fired because they refused to take the jab, Trump signed an executive order last night that they are back. They are back. And not only that, there's an apology from the government and they get back pay. So if they were kicked out in 2021 because they didn't want to take the jab, they are going to be paid everything that they're owed. This is amazing. So here's a couple things on Twitter. Breaking. President Trump just withdrew the United States from the World Health Organization. This is what Doge is going to be ending. This is just a 1-minute clip yesterday from Fox News. But listen to this spending. This is crazy stuff that we spend money on.
Lists $1 trillion of taxpayer money spent on some truly bizarre pet projects, like $10,000 that was given to the Bearded Ladies Cabaret.
So our taxpayer money, $10,000 of it just within the last fiscal year went to it was to bearded ladies on ice skates. $10,000?
To fund ice skating shows about climate change. $32,000 was spent on breakdancing, nearly half.
$32,000 on breakdancing. Dude, the classes are worth $50 a month. Go.
$500,000 was spent to determine if lonely rats seek out cocaine more than happy rats. And
think about that. We spent almost $500,000 to figure out, is cocaine, does it feel good? Do rats like cocaine?
another $2 million was paid for Paraguayan border security because who needs
$2 million to secure the Paraguayan border. $2.1 million was spent to secure another border.
a secure U.S. border anyway? $12 million to fund a pickleball complex in Las Vegas. $20 million to air a Sesame Street spinoff about inclusion and mutual respect, not here in the U.S., but in Iraq.
In Iraq. In Iraq. Can you?
And $10 billion on maintaining, leasing, and furnishing almost entirely empty buildings. Ghost towns on your dime. And all of this wasteful spending brings to.
Look at this one. The federal government spent $10 billion on maintaining, leasing, and furnishing almost entirely empty buildings. Buildings that no one works in, buildings that no one lives in, just to maintain empty infrastructure that is not used in 10 billion. Here's another thing that I'm really happy that Donald Trump did. He signed an executive order that for at least the next 90 days, that's 990, we will not give even a single penny in foreign aid. No money to Ukraine, no money to Israel, no money to Pakistan for drag show hour. Nobody gets a dime for at least the next 90 days. Nothing. And whatever was promised by the Biden administration, canceled, done, doo-doo. By the way, where's that video? I think I shared it yesterday. No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know if you guys seen the videos of, here, I got it on my phone. I'm going to show it to you. You're going to be able to see it through the screen. What's going on at the border? That is a woman crying at the border. Now, I want to point out something very, very important that should piss off especially every Democrat. She's not military aged. She's no threat. She probably came with her kids. She probably came seeking a better life. See this woman weeping at the border? She probably came honestly looking for a better life, but she was told there is no legal process. Just show up. She showed up yesterday, right as Trump got inaugurated, and then the border was shut down. And she's standing there weeping, and I want to feel bad for her. And I do feel bad for her, but I'm not angry at Trump. I'm pissed off that Joe Biden did this. It's Joe Biden that told these people, come on. It's Joe Biden that set the precedent. And now hundreds of thousands of people with children have nowhere to go. Maybe they escaped the country. Who knows? And now they are stuck because we are a country of law and order. So if Joe Biden actually did what he's supposed to do and kept the border shut and secured and let people in only through the legal process, we wouldn't have these weeping mothers with babies at the border right now. It's not Trump's fault. I hate it when people are like, look at what Trump is doing. Trump did not do this. Joe Biden and the Democrats did this because they are heartless, soulless pigs. Let's continue. So, by the way, January 6ers are home. Praise God. Trump's official email as president releases America First Agenda, a comprehensive list of priorities for the nation. So last night, Trump released an email, his new administration released an email of things they are going to do now. It's not waiting for tomorrow. So here's what it says. Following President Trump's swearing-in ceremony, the White House press secretary today released President Donald Trump's comprehensive America First agenda. And here's what it is. Make America safe again. President Trump will take bold actions to secure our borders and protect American communities. This includes ending Biden's catch and release policies, reinstating Remain in Mexico, building the wall, ending asylum for illegal border crossers, cracking down on criminal sanctuaries, and enhancing vetting and screening of aliens. Also, President Trump's deportation operation will address the record border crossings of criminal aliens under the prior administration. The president is suspending refugee resettlements after communities were forced to house large and unsustainable populations of migrants. Then the armed forces, including the National Guard, will engage in border security, which is national security, and will be deployed to the border to assist existing law enforcement personnel. So it goes by category. We're still on the keeping communities safe. The Department of Justice will seek the death penalty as the appropriate punishment for heinous crimes against humanity, including those who kill law enforcement officers and illegal migrants who maim and murder Americans. I love it. I love it. Look, you want to get things done quick and you want them to be effective, there needs to be harsh penalties for going against the MAGA agenda. Next, and the MAGA agenda is the constitutional agenda. Everything that Trump has done in the last 24 hours aligns with the Constitution. Then, this is the how to take down inflation. Make America affordable and energy dominant. Again, the president will unleash American energy by ending Biden's policies of climate extremism, streamlining permitting, and reviewing for recession all regulations that impose undue burdens on energy production and use, including mining and processing of non-fuel minerals. Then he says President Trump's energy actions empower consumer choice in vehicles, shower heads, toilets, washing machines, light bulbs, and dishwashers. As you know, Joe Biden made that you can only, like in America, sell a very few, very certain, companies when it comes to dishwashers, toilets, all this stuff. Trump said, no, you can sell it all. There needs to be competition. When there's competition, prices go down. When there's only one or two companies that run the show, they can do whatever they want with their prices. Who cares? Because the consumer has no other options. But when there's competition and a lot of options, that's when prices go down. President Trump will declare, and he already did, declare an energy emergency and use all necessary resources to build critical infrastructure. President Trump's energy policies will end leasing to massive wind farms that degrade our national landscapes and fail to serve American energy consumers. President Trump will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord, already did that. All agencies will take emergency measures to reduce the cost of living. Listen to this. All agencies will take emergency measures to reduce the cost of living. That's your gas prices, energy prices, food prices, everything in between. Then President Trump will announce the America First trade policy. I'm excited for that. As soon as that hits, I'm going to tell you guys all about it. America will no longer be beholden to foreign organizations for our national tax policy, which punishes American business. Right there, let's all give him a round of applause. Amazing. This is one of my favorite, drain the swamp, right? Trump this time around has a whole plan how to drain the swamp. Last time he came in, said, I'm going to drain the swamp. Now he's actually got a real plan. I love it. The president will usher a golden age for America by reforming and improving the government bureaucracy to work for the American people. He will freeze bureaucrat hiring except in essential areas to end the onslaught of useless and overpaid DEI activists buried into the federal workforce. He will pause burdensome and radical regulations not yet in effect that Biden announced. So up until last night, about 3 o'clock during the day, actually yesterday, there was an official DEI federal government website. It's gone. Trump already deleted the DEI app when it comes to the feds and the military. President Trump is announcing an unprecedented slate of executive orders for recession. President Trump is planning for improved accountability of government bureaucrats. The American people deserve the highest quality service from people who love our country. The president will also return federal workers to work, as only 6% of employees currently work in person. Yesterday, Trump signed an executive order. Everybody has to be back. Everybody has to be back in the office if you work for the federal government. Hallelujah. President Trump is taking swift actions to end the weaponization of government against political rivals and ordering all document retention as required by law. President Trump is also ending the unconstitutional censorship by the federal government. No longer will government employees pick and require the erasure of entirely true speech. Amen. On the president's direction, the State Department will have an America First policy. And then last, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly not least, the president will establish male and female as biological reality and protect women from radical gender ideology. American landmarks will be named to appropriately honor our nation's history. Last night, Donald Trump signed an executive order that the United States federal government officially only recognizes male and female as genders. That's it. Nothing else. What's crazy to me is that we live in a society where a president has to do that. Think about it. Just imagine our ancestors 100 years ago, 200 years ago. They're living in a kingdom, right? 400 years ago. And the king comes out and says, listen here, my dear kingdom. I have decided to sign an executive order. Yeah, we only recognize male and female. The people are going to be like, our king's gone crazy. Our king is, what do you mean? Just imagine 400 years ago, a president or emperor or a king had to sign a law and announce, we only recognize male and female. We think he's a crazy lunatic who needs to be in a mental institution. But now, when a president comes out and says, the federal government only recognizes male and female, and we are going to protect women and women's sports, that's common sense. If this was done 300, 500 years ago, the king is a lunatic. Now it's common sense. Oh my goodness. But I know there's a few more things that Donald Trump is planning on doing. Here. Yep. It's been signed here. Where is it? I'm just looking. Oh, I want to bring this on the stage. This just happened. Okay. Breaking news. Cleaning house. President Trump reveals the first 4 people he has fired. Over 1,000 more to come. Okay. Where? Okay. Where? Okay. Where are the names? Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Milley's firing. So Trump hired Milley. Then Milley was one of the architects of the worst American foreign policy. Then, who's on this? Where are the names? You gave me an article, but no names. Come on, Gateway Pundit. Okay, let's do this. Maybe it's Honest Truth. I really want to read this with you guys. I want to know the names right now. Okay, here we go. Our first day. You guys know that Trump was tweeting and truthing at like 3 in the morning. He hasn't slept in like 48 hours. And he's up right now working. Okay. Our first day in the White House is not over yet. My presidential personnel office is actively in the process of identifying and removing over 1,000 presidential appointees from the previous administration. Oh my. Do you guys understand? Last time he became president, he didn't fire any of the former staff. Appointees from the previous administration who are not aligned with our vision to make America great again. Let this serve as official notice of dismissal for these 4 individuals, with many more coming soon. Jose Andres from the Presidential Council on Sports, of course, because he put men and women's sports, fitness and nutrition. Mark Milley from the National Infrastructure Advisory Council. Brian Hook from the Wilson Center for Scholars, and Keisha Lance Bottoms from the Presidential Export Council. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump, dude, he's a savage. He's firing these people through what's it called? Through Truth Social. He's firing his staff through Twitter. I love it. Mean tweets, cheap gas prices, we're back. It's back, baby. And I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. The golden age of America is here. I'm so optimistic. I'm so happy. I hope you are as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. I love you. Pray for me. I pray for you. Pray for this nation. Pray for Trump. America is great again. Man, I'm excited. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification buttons on. MAGA.